Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Opposing View with Ai Nee and Christelle. Hi, I'm Ai Nee.
Hi, I'm Christelle. We are here to have open and authentic conversations, even if they may be really difficult to have.
No bullshit, no judgment. Basically, putting everything out there.
So grab your cup of coffee, your tea, or even just like me, I'm just drinking water, and join us in today's conversation on would you choose career or family? So let's get talking.
Yes, Christelle, this is the question that I've been wanting to ask you since the episode where you put yourself in a hot seat.
I threw myself into the fire. What the
Yes.
hell am I thinking?
Yes, so career and family. For your current state right now, what would you choose?
Okay,
Career?
based on my current state, right? It's definitely career, because to me, if I don't like achieve something for myself, if I don't put career first, if I don't have a stable income, I don't see the point in having a family, because that would be irresponsible of me. Because with a family means have kids, with kids means expenses, means cost, means so many things. Yeah, and I don't think I'm ready to even be a mom yet, in fact.
Yeah, so actually that's another, see, again you put yourself in a tight spot.
What?
Whether you're ready to be a mom or would you ever become a mom?
Oh my god.
Christelle. But anyway, this is interesting topic. Maybe we can talk about it.
Okay.
Excellent. So we already have topic for next week. Right. So sounds to me like for you to have that financial stability is one of the prerequisites before you
Yes.
have a family.
Yes. It's really, really important for me to have financial stability.
So of course, right, to different people, financial stability means different thing. So for you, when you say financial stability, what does that mean?
It means, okay, if I say in a very irresponsible way, means I walk into a shop and I just like, I want this, and I can just pay it without even thinking.
Right. No. That's a very that is a very direct way, right?
Yeah. But in terms of, if I say in a more proper way, it'd be like like I don't have to keep worrying about next month's expenses. I don't have to keep worrying about whether I can pay next month's bills. Yeah, because I know I can. That to me is financial stability and having savings. Yeah.
So all those need to be in place before you would even think about having a family, or which means having a family means getting married and have children.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, actually it could be two different things again here, right? Family could be career, or family could be would you have a spouse or partner, that means you have a marriage, right? And with or without children again, right? Because if obviously if we throw everything, our energy, our time, our everything 100% to our career, it's going to affect your relationship, your marriage, with or without kids.
Yes.
So for you, so career and family in that sense, without kids, like relationship, what would you choose? Oh, I really force you to answer me.
Without kids,
It's just like family, right? A relationship, family, marriage.
This is very difficult. Annie, why you do this to me?
Asking very real question, like we say, even though it's difficult.
Okay. At this point of state,
Yes, career. Okay.
career. Yeah.
So at this point of your life, you want to
grow and die alone.
so you want to build a career right now.
Yes.
And so, but sounds like maybe at some point of time you may choose family. Am I right?
Yeah, I'll definitely. I do want a family. It's not that I don't want. I
Mm.
do. I
Okay.
always had this like dream. I want to have a family.
So you want to have a family.
Yeah.
So when would you then give up your career for family? At what under what situation?
Circumstances.
Mhm.
Her.
Of course, just now you talk about, financial stability. If you achieve financial stability, right, then would you then give up your career for your family?
Yeah, I think I would. I'll probably do it the business way, the business person way. I'll pass it on to someone else, or maybe sell the business away.
Mm-hmm.
Get myself the right the right remuneration
Hmm.
and live life like a queen.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So you would, that means you, are you saying that you will walk away from a very successful career if you need to choose between a career and a family at some point of time?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Provided that I have a husband lah.
Yeah lah. When you say family, that means you have a husband and also with or without kids, right? Because family
Yeah.
is just your spouse.
Yes.
Right? Some people choose not to have children, right? Yeah, which
Mm-mm.
is again just now you put yourself in that spot. We shall talk about that next week.
Okay.
So if you have financial stability, right, and then you have a family, would you continue? Would under maybe under some other circumstances, would you continue with a career?
I think I would. Like once I have the whole mom situation controlled
Mm,
and and how being a parent is like the world's most hard job ever.
mm,
I think you can attest to that having two kids. Yeah. So if everything on that side is well okay, it's all okay. I think I'll still continue and do something that I've always wanted to do but maybe don't have the time to do or
mm,
haven't had the chance to try out.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So right now it's career lah. It's really focusing
Mm.
on building a career.
Yeah, it's have to really okay, I mean this is a very sadistic way of thinking, but if one day I'm really alone, then I want to be able to still take care of my own of myself. I
Mm,
don't need to rely on anybody.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm
self-reliance.
yeah, self-reliance.
To
I've seen a lot of like dramas or TV, even real life people like my friends' parents or there is always the housemakers and more or less they're most likely not educated and they've only been home for like better part 30-40 years of their lives. So technically they have no skill sets and they only rely on the husband for money every month.
mm,
So I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to take care of myself. 'Cause I really don't want to rely on anybody because we'll never know when these people will leave. Yeah. Okay, let's bring it back to the positive side.
okay. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Okay, my turn to ask you.
Do I have man,
Okay, but
for me,
then
I already made the choice already. Like, can I
okay, yeah. Okay,
if I
okay.
turn back time, right? Oh well.
Yes, if you can turn back time. Okay, honestly, whatever I'm going through now, you've already went through. Do you want to share with us about how you made your choice last time?
Hmm. I was also very career driven in my younger days. Very similar to you. I find myself wanting to have the financial stability.
Mm.
I find that my top priority at that point of time is really self-reliant as well. I don't want to rely on anybody. So I was very, very career driven. But in the few career that I was in before I got married were really something that I strive to be the best. So I would like really work long hours, really long hours, to kind of to try to be the best as in the shortest time possible, right? So I was quite career driven. And of course, then I got married. And when I got married, it was pretty late already. So your body clock is ticking, right? So that's why I gave up. Actually, I gave up my career when I had my first child. I decided that I want to be at home looking after him. And then the second one came along. So I also felt that, hey, I gave up my career to look after my first one. And after the second one arrived, I'm not going to leave her with someone else to look after her and go back to work. So it's not very fair to her as well. So I decided to continue to stay at home. And yeah, so basically I chose family right at that point of time. And I gave up, I gave up everything. I didn't work at all. So it's only when my kids started to go to school, then you kind of have, you have half a day to yourself. So that's when I slowly kind of make my way back to working to the work life again. But just now we were talking about there's this very start incident, right? Couple years back when my kids were still, I think, in primary school. So I found out a few of my schoolmates who are also working in Singapore. And I came from a very well-known school back in Malaysia where it is a top school, right? So most people who graduate from that top girls' school are all do quite well, right? They academic wise, we're all doing quite well. So after they come out, career wise, everybody was doing well. So these few friends, we all have not seen each other for years. And the first time we met, we all sat down, we started to talk about, how life has been. And then all my friends there, Christelle, all of them except me, have a CEO, CFO, or CEO title in front of the name.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm the only one who have no C or E or anything whatsoever in front of my name. And at that point of time, really, I felt it, Christelle, I felt it.
It hit you. It really
Yeah, it
hit you
hits
hard.
me, right? And there's this, I remember I was like, I felt, of course, my friends are all very nice, they didn't, kind of
Rub it in your face or
yeah,
whatever,
rub in
right?
my face. They're all very kind people. They never looked down on me. They were quite interested in my life as well. So they were fantastic people. It's I myself, I felt it.
Yeah.
Then on my way home, I was just thinking, if I had continued with my last job, before I decided to settle down and get married, um, I was doing very, very well. And then after I got married, I actually started a business, which again, I was also doing very, very well. And actually sold that business, right? Because I was expecting my first child. I'm like, if I had continued working, right? And maybe just have a spouse and not have kids, I would be like my friend. I would have a C, E, or O, whatever in front of my name, right? So that at that point of time, I realized that I felt kind of missing out in certain part of my life that I might want, right? Yeah. So, but of course, when I reach home, when I look at my two children, of course, again I forget, right? Yeah. So I'm just very blessed that my children were very good to me. They are good kids, and yeah, they have been good to me. So at least whatever I felt that I had given up, right? I
Was
had
sort of worth
already
it,
get it full, yeah, back, right? But it did yeah. Oh man, I hope my kids are not listening to this podcast. Mama love you, okay? Yeah. So okay, if right now if you ask me, I think I will not do it otherwise. I think I would still have sold my business at the height of it and then give it all up to be with my kids. And yeah, and then have my second career right now. Yeah, like now having my second career, right? So
Yeah.
so so it is it I don't know. No, Christian, I feel that it doesn't have to be either or.
Okay.
Right. as you said, right, if you can manage the mother thing nicely at home, you also would want to go out, come back into the workforce
Mm-hmm.
and do something else, right? Or continue to do what you're doing if you're very good at it, or do something else that you wanted to do, right? So it's not the either or situation, right?
Maybe let's track back a bit for the sake of our listeners, right? Maybe can you share with us what was the career that you left? Like describe to us what was the career you were in?
Okay, I was in a sales, right? I was in corporate sales. Okay, that was my last job before I left.
Mm.
I started off with service line. Then I went to sales. I was in corporate sales. I was in personal sales. I think I was doing very, very well, except my personal sales. I'm a lousy, I'm really a lousy, lousy salesperson when it comes to personal sales, because I always tell the person, okay, okay, never mind, think about it, right? You cannot ask people to think about it.
You
But corporate sales is very different. Corporate sales is a
right,
totally
right.
different ball game. So I was doing very well. And then, of course, then I left because I got married.
Mm.
And so I decided to start my own business.
What business was that?
Well, your friend here is one of the first few people to get qualified for infant aquatic.
Wow.
So I was the one of the first two person who started the infant swimming school in Singapore.
And you
So I
did
was
really,
doing
really
very
well.
well. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah. So, but I give it up because I was having my first child,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, my age that point of time, and also I was not coping very well during the pregnancy. So, of course, at that point of time, the child comes first, right? Yeah,
Correct. Definitely.
yeah. So actually, I don't know. Would I have, after having the baby, have a very good health and then gone back to work? I don't know. Yeah. But at that point of time, I just felt that I needed to be full on with my child.
Mm-hmm. I can attest to the fact that you have really good relationship with your children.
Oh,
And had you chosen something else, which means after you given birth, you just pass him and her to a helper or to a nanny and
mm,
went back to work, I don't think your relationship would have turned out as well as it is today.
mm, mm. So, but then again, right? Yeah, I don't think I would do it otherwise. Yeah,
Mm.
but there's no. It's really personal choice, right?
No regrets.
There are no regrets, right? And it's really personal choice for everybody, right? Because I feel that a lot of time, why is it that the woman is the one who need to choose,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
right? Why is it that men don't have to make that decision, right?
Yeah,
That of course, traditionally, the male, the father is the one who go out and make a living to support the family, and the mother is supposed to be at home and nurture the children, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but society has evolved, time has moved forward.
There are
But
more stay home dads now actually.
yeah, so now both partners could be the one having a good career, and
Yeah.
sometimes the wife or the mother could be the one that it make more financial sense for the mother to continue to work, where the father is the one stay at home if they choose to be at home with the child. I think whichever parents stay at home with the child is still better, as you said, than the
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
versus helper.
Yeah, correct. Because that is the key thing to, like, my mom told me something about like some of the books she read as to how to be in parenthood, right?
Mm,
From ages 2 to 6 is very crucial because that's where the child actually really understands relationships, like on in this kind of human instincts and
mm,
all that. Yeah.
mm,
So I think back to this career or family, right?
mm.
Maybe all of us are being too hard on ourselves, including myself, where I think it's a good reminder that there is no such thing as right or wrong, it's good or
Totally.
bad.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just your choice, and then there will be different outcomes.
Mm, mm.
Because either way, it's life, and I mean, obviously, we're not talking about murder or all those kind of like you have to go to jail kind of crimes. We're
Mm,
talking about life choices
mm,
where even if you choose career, okay, this will be the outcome.
mm,
And even if you choose family, okay, this will be the outcome.
mm,
And honestly, you cannot go 50-50
mm,
because like, I mean, there's a chance that it won't turn out well.
mm.
Maybe just like you chose family first and then now you're working on career. Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, then again, you won't know, Christelle, right? At the point of time when you make the decision, all of us
Yeah.
make decision based on what we felt was the best decision at that point of time.
Mm,
Right? It's
mm.
only, as you said, because I walked through the journey, so now I can look back and reflect, okay, this is what I did, and yeah. So, but at that point of time, there's no way for us to tell whether it's a bad decision or good decision, right? Except, like I say, it's not something that, okay, you know for sure that if you go and kill someone, it's a bad decision.
Yeah.
For this kind of decision, is really hard. So I just feel that, as you said, sometimes we are just too hard on ourselves, or society is imposing certain
Society, yes.
values, right, on certain, especially female, right? You have to choose the family. So, but
Yeah.
who says that?
Yeah, because a lot of people has been like telling me, oh, when you want to settle down,
Hmm.
you're not getting any younger. And I'm like, so?
Hey, these are the thing that I can, you please remind me, when we do the recording next year, Chinese New Year, I'll be the typical auntie, Christelle,
Oh my
how
god.
come, you still don't have boyfriend, Okay, if by then, okay, I'm not saying that you don't at that point of time. And if you already have a boyfriend, I can say, Christelle,
When you
how come,
getting married?
when you get married,
I think I can like, oh my god, thank god I don't have, because I rarely go to relatives' house during Chinese. Yeah, so I don't go through that. Apparently it's torturous, according to my friends.
Of course.
The torturous session all the time. Then they're like, I don't want. I mean, I just want the ang pao and then just
Go.
go. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I feel it's really, yeah, we are too hard on self, and society is imposing certain values
Yeah, or like
on us.
expectations, standards,
Mm.
why is it that women have body clock ticking? Or if you don't have kids means you're not successful. If you don't have a family means you're not filial. Yeah.
Mm. Well, as you said, there are also fathers, guys who are confident about themselves enough to say, okay, I can be a stay-at-home father.
Which is very
Right? Yeah,
respectable actually, because
yeah.
I mean, maybe now not so much, but if it was like 10, 20 years ago and you tell people you're stay home dad, they'll be like giving you the eye. What?
Yes. Oh,
Like,
must
are you?
be you fear your
Oh,
career.
yeah.
Oh,
Your woman wears the pants in the family. That kind of
yeah,
thing.
that's right. Again, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's we all make decision, right? We all make choices, and this is one of those important choices to make.
Yeah, it's definitely important. Oh, actually, coming to this poll. Okay, so I posted on my Insta story.
Okay.
Um, and you know how Instagram has the poll function.
Hmm.
So I wrote a question, career or family, and then you got to choose, right? Very surprisingly, a lot of my friends or whoever that saw the poll, they chose family.
Ah,
And I'm very surprised to see that actually most are guys.
okay.
And I was like, oh, that's very heartwarming to see. You
Uh,
know. Um of course there was the few, it was like a 57% family and then 40+% career.
hmm.
Yeah. So I was like, hey, okay, this is pretty awesome. And then I saw some of my friends, like, I know them personally, right? And then I see like they chose family. I was like, oh, okay. Not I did not expect this from this person. I thought that they would be the career kind, because based on their personality and all that. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's very heartwarming to see that. I
Yeah,
thought I should share this in
and
today's episode.
very interesting, Christelle, because your
Yeah.
age group, your the demographic, right? So
Correct.
it's a very
Yes. They're
different.
all my age. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So it's very nice to see like, okay, people are still, will still want a family,
Hmm.
which is something that I will want to if given a chance. an opportunity, I would take it.
Good. So I think, that's come to the end of our recording today. So the people who are listening in to us, what would you choose? Career or family? So list down below, message us, let us know, share your view.
Put in a comment below, drop us a personal, like a private message, DM, just let us know.
Yes. All right, thank you guys. See you next week.
Thank you. Happy listening.